Hey everybody, this is Bill Murphy here with MMORPG.com, and we are at the weekend after E3. If I look a little tired, you can probably guess why. It was a crazy hectic week with a lot of stuff going on, a lot of games we saw and everything like that. You'll probably have seen a lot of our footage and coverage already on the website. There's even more to come this coming week and the week after, but I thought maybe we'd talk about just a few of the bigger MMO stories that we saw this week, and then next week you can keep your eyes peeled for even more info coming out of E3. So the first one that we want to talk about, of course, is Final Fantasy XIV's Realm Reborn Heavensward expansion pack has hit early access as of yesterday, June 19th. There have been some server hiccups and issues and things like that so far, because even early access apparently means that you're essentially really stressing the servers, because a lot of people did the pre-order campaign. Our own review in progress will be coming from Rob Lashley, who actually has a level 50 and is diving through all of the 2.0 and beyond content to make sure that he is prepped and ready to go for the Heavensward expansion. So it may take him a little bit of time. I myself am going through the collector's edition stuff right now, working my way up, because I actually, I'll fairly say it, I never actually finished leveling my Lancer to get to the Dragoon, but now that they sent me this fancy little dragon desktop thing, I think I kind of have to. I owe it to them. I'll be doing that as well. So we got some Final Fantasy stuff coming up this week. Another one that I wanted to talk about is Star Wars Knights of the Fallen Empire, which is the next big expansion coming out this October from the Star Wars The Old Republic team at BioWare. A really big return to story and the sort of cinematic storytelling that BioWare was known for with Knights of the Old Republic, the RPGs. We got a chance to see some of the early story missions at E3 behind closed doors. We weren't allowed to take footage, otherwise you'd be watching it right now. But they have a whole bunch of new camera tricks, camera angles, better animations and things like that to make it look a lot more cinematic. It really feels like you're watching maybe an episode of Star Wars Rebels or something like that. Like they want, with the movies coming out, they really want to tie into those to say, look, we know that the reason people love Star Wars originally more than anything is because of not only the lore but the movies themselves. And they know that BioWare themselves, that they are really good at telling stories. So that's what the focus of this expansion is going to be on. There are already 11 chapters announced, with more to come. The game will be launching free to all subscribers, with a price for non-subscribers yet to be announced later this October. And if you subscribe now, not only do you get the 12 times XP on your class missions to get caught up and ready for the expansion, but there's a whole bunch of other perks that you can find over on the Knights of the Fallen Empire website. So not only have I resubscribed for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward, but I am resubscribed to Star Wars The Old Republic to prep myself for the expansion this fall. So those are the two big MMO stories out of the week. But of course there's another one, and that is that Guild Wars 2 has gone and released their pre-order packs, I guess you might as well call them, for the expansion Heart of Thorns. It comes in 3 varieties: a $50 variety for a regular edition, I think like $69.99 digital deluxe edition, then of course the ultra mega edition for $100. Now this is part and parcel. I think a lot of people maybe were expecting a $40 price point for Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns, and so the $50 seems a little bit high, especially considering we don't know the full extent of the content that was within the game, that is within the Maguma jungle, and what we're going to see, because there's still so much left unanswered. But I think more importantly, there's quite a bit of controversy going right now, because players that buy the expansion Heart of Thorns also get the base game entirely for free. So you're getting, not only if you buy Heart of Thorns for $50, you're not only getting the expansion, but you're getting the base game for free. So that means all the players that have recently taken advantage of the many sales for Guild Wars 2 basically got ripped off. And those of us who have been longtime players of Guild Wars 2, like myself, who have spent dozens if not hundreds of dollars in the gem store, we still have to pay $50 to get the expansion. So I think ArenaNet finds themselves in an iffy situation right now where they have to do some sort of soul searching to see if maybe they should give a discount to longtime players. I wouldn't hold my breath and expect that to happen, but I personally think it should. I think maybe if you're a longtime player or if you already have the base game, you should probably only have to pay 30 or 40 bucks. Maybe even if you already have like the collector's edition of Guild Wars 2 and you spent hundreds of dollars in the gem store, they should give you further discounts. I don't know how hard or easy that would be from a logistical standpoint on the back end of a player's accounts, but I reckon it wouldn't be that impossible considering the things they've done with their mega server technology and other things with Guild Wars 2. So take that for what it's worth. Yeah, so those are the big 3 MMO stories from the week that was. We saw a ton of stuff at E3 this week, including Sword Coast Legends. We talked with the folks who are making Lost Ark, Smilegate, but we didn't really get to see the game. We thought we would get to see Lost Ark, but we did not. They didn't have it there. They just wanted to establish North American relationships because they do plan on bringing the game to North America sometime after the Korean version launches in early 2016. So there's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, I think, over the next week as we release more content on the website from E3, including Ark, Survival Evolved, and stuff like that. That's my clock. Apparently I didn't talk fast enough on this one. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get some sleep because I still don't think I'm fully caught up. Got a lot of gaming to do as well with Heavensward and Star Wars The Old Republic. So why don't you guys have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next time on MMOFTW. And keep your eyes peeled on MMORPG.com for all the cool news, all the greatest stuff like the Division coverage and Star Wars The Old Republic coverage and everything that we brought you this past week. And all the videos by Janice Davis. Those things are fantastic. We even have some embargoed information on Warhammer Eternal Crusade coming up in the very beginning of July, so that's something to wait for too. We saw them at E3, but we have to wait until July to tell you what they told us, so there's some good news coming there as well. Anyway, remember, don't let a bad pug get you down. I'm Bill Murphy. Have a good one, guys.
Make sure to level up your MMO knowledge by visiting MMORPG.com, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and by following us on social media. To catch up on the week's biggest MMO news, watch our latest MMOFTW. And to see if there's a better MMO out there for you, watch one of our latest First Impressions videos. Thanks for watching.